the Transform tool set. So this is going to allow you to undo and redo some of your moves so you can come back or move forward. And then we're going to teach you how to scale your model smaller or larger, as well as move it around the drawing grid. So let's get to it. Okay, to get started here, we're going to insert a box. So we'll insert this box, and this is just going to be a reference for us to work with. And so now that we've got the box, we're gonna use the Transform tool set to move this box. So if I click on it once, it'll give me a whole bunch of options for me to move it or rotate it and just change it in different ways. So you'll see if I drag on the arrow key, I can drag it in that direction along the X axis. If I pull on this arrow, I can move it along the Y axis. And if I pull on the top arrow, I can move it on up and even below the grid on the Z axis. So if I move it here, I can also undo that by pressing Command Z. So that allows me to undo that. Or I could use the undo buttons in the top. So that completely took our box out. So you see, we can undo that move command. So we can also use the plane move commands. So you'll see there's that flat, almost like a place card. That allows me to move it up and down on that plane. So you'll see same thing with this bottom one. It'll allow me to move it just around the grid on that same plane as the grid. Same thing for this one. So now we've moved that. We can also orbit our box, and we can type in the amount of degrees we want to orbit it. So say 90 degrees. So you can do that in every direction. This way, that way, and the other way. What am I looking for? There. And this way. So you can move it in every direction. Which you'll see, again, we can go back, and we can also go forward. Okay, so then what else we can do is we can move it with this, the last one is with this point. So this center dot in the middle, let us do it here. So the center dot allows us to move it free in any plane we'd like. So this isn't a command that you'll use very often, but if you want to just move something very quickly, you could use that. And so finally, the last command in this tool set is the scale command. So actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to paste 2 of these boxes. Oops. And then paste it, so then we'll have 3. So now that we have 3 of these boxes, and to do that I use the Command C to copy and Command V to paste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the scale command. I'm going to scale this first one down. So you can see it becomes much smaller. Like I said, it becomes smaller. There we go. So now it's smaller. So we'll just undo that because I want to make that perfectly. And I can use this bottom scale button. And I want to type into the bottom here 0.5. So that makes it half the size of the original one. So I think I'm going to have to move this one over because it's going to get bigger. Oops, copied it. 2 there. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the scale command to make this one 2 times as big. So then you'll see I have one that's 0.5, so it's half the size of the original. And I have one that's 2 times the size. So that's the scale command. Great job! Thanks for watching, guys. Check out the next video on the left-hand side. Be sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube so you don't miss anything. And we'd love to see your designs on social media. Hit us up. Rolling now. The Transform tool set. So in this